I'm just going to read Ten of Cups again. We have pleasing others and not yourself, abandoning your dreams, repeating dysfunctionality, ancestry patterns, lack of love and intimacy, not experiencing joy of a loving connection. So, somebody here, not naming names, kind of was unemotional. I was emotional in some aspects because my attorney kind of throws a monkey wrench into things, which is fine. Most attorneys do. So, I was happy with the outcome. I thought it was nice. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Wands is using your power for all the wrong reasons. Release of ego, stop playing head games. Dealing with jealousy, not graceful about taking center stage. With all the witnesses, it was like that. There was a lot of jealousy, a lot of hatred, like I said, towards me, towards my family, towards my mother. My mother has arthritis, has, been at her job. She's probably the highest accomplished person in her field of engineering and um, accounts. She works at a bank. So, like, she works on other projects. I was like that when I was I was in high school too. I was in the IB program, so constantly would do other projects that were like engineering or philosophy for other students in different grades that were not IB related. Um, Mine was mostly math and science, so like I like doing those things. But people that kind of want to fake it till they make it, it doesn't always work out. You can fake whatever the fuck you want, but a lot of times you do have to put your heart into something, and that's truth. I've been on this planet for a long time. With me, sometimes I'm not interested in everything. Like I have my off days, but there's points where your heart has to be in it. You have to know what you're doing. You have to have some type of compass that sets you apart from other people. You know what I mean? There's no fucking way that you can just buff it, Fuck. That is like the worst way to be accomplished. Like you just think it's going to happen. With me, I don't think it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen, but I want to enjoy the journey forward. I don't want to have anything too fast. I don't want to have anything too slow. I want to have it at the speed that I can enjoy it and understand my accomplishments. You understand me? It's just how life works. I want to enjoy the ride while I'm on it. When I'm off the ride, who the fuck gives a shit? But I want to enjoy the fact that everything's going to come in time. I don't need it today. I don't need it tomorrow. I need it eventually. It doesn't matter what it is. Satisfaction, guaranteed. If I see somebody else accomplishing it, that's fine too. But I just don't want to be seen as an animosity person. And a lot of people see me as like, oh, you're accomplished and you do all this and you can read cards and you can read charts and all this. Listen, it takes practice. In order to be in this field, you're not gonna get a fucking Emmy for doing tarot fucking card readings. You're gonna get recognition from people that it counts with. When people tell me, hey, you helped me out of a situation, I don't always relate to your card readings, but it's a real reading. It's not, hey, I'm playing a part here. I'm giving you cards so it triggers you in order to feel better about yourself. I'm not here to like play favorites or do any shit like that. I have people that hate my guts that watch my tarot card readings and they take something back from it saying maybe I should try that, maybe I should do this. I don't like you as a person, but I like your message. That's all that is. If it moves you in some way, it moves you in some way. That's fine. But these other people that are jealous of my rise to fame. You know why I can rise to fame? Because I relate to people. I come out here and I say, hey, this, that, and the other. If you don't relate to it, if it doesn't vibe with you, that's fine. I'm not here trying to change the world with a fucking, you know, podcast of bullcrap that I think's important. I enjoy the ride. I just want somebody to feel something and to say, hey, maybe I can do this too. Be inspired to be inspired. You know what I mean? Like, if you have something to send into the world, send it into the world. See how it does. It may not fucking jump 1 million views. It may get 2 views. People might appreciate it. People might talk to you. Take that as a sign you are accomplished. If nobody fucking talks to you and you get 1 million views, you're not getting my point. You're an idiot. You have to understand that if people feel a connection to you, they will talk to you. Even when your comments are turned off. My comments are turned off, but I do accept private conversations. People give me comments all the time. I like connecting with people. If you want me to change something or you have a comment on a thing that you want me to do, leave it. But I don't see conflict in what I'm doing. I see people that are confused, people that are so conflicted that they're seeking perfection out of me when it's not even flowing through them. With me, I do me. I don't do other people. You know what I mean? We have 9 of Wands here. 9 of Wands is great. It's the defense. So learn to build resilience. Move towards the darkness within you, shadow work, and push through to the weariness that you are and almost have finished the work that has already been done. I am willing to face the darkness and the darkest of my own negativity. I do that shit all the time. And I love just playing with the negativity, the torture, the disframe, and trying to heal myself from it. Like, can I accept this piece of myself today? Why am I violent today, of all things? What triggered me today to react that way? Once you figure that and solve that in your own heart and you can accept yourself for that, you have healed yourself. I've done that with every aspect of my life. Why am I triggered? This happened, this happened, this happened. Am I to the point where I can accept that of myself, that I am an imperfect person and I reacted that way to that because I myself am not fully healed? Yes, I can. I love myself unconditionally in the name of Jesus Christ, the Almighty, Allah, Vishnu, anybody else that you can put in that category that would be on high, that will answer that call to help me in that moment. Okay? I don't take religion standing up or sitting down. I take it as it comes. Okay? And if one of those spirit guides can guide me through and help me through my darkest hour, it helps. It doesn't matter who answers that call. It feels good to know that you are on the same wavelength that many masters have been on and know that they went through low points themselves. Okay? You are not an imperfect person without the imperfection. You are an imperfect person because you haven't accepted yourself fully for your own mistakes, your own sacrifices, and the fact that you yourself can't reside within yourself to resolve those issues. That's why you have jealousy, hurt, you have envy over certain aspects, and you have jealousy to the point of destroying your own self. People that can self-destruct on you are not people you want to be around usually, because you yourself get into that funk of doing that as well. With me, I just kind of go with it. I try to resolve the feelings in my own heart of that. And I don't like everybody. Having constructive criticism over somebody is something John the Baptist did. It was to make people better. He wanted to make sure that everybody knew that they needed to change in order to bring people to them. He didn't criticize people to condemn them by any means. He just wanted them to understand their own faults are within other people, and within other people they will find solace, and they will also find resolution in themselves. So, anyway. Alright, we have escaping at work. We have a workaholic. Anxiety, a difficult childhood. Anxiety, financial lessons. Feeling poor even when you have it all. Anxiety over low self-esteem. We have cheated. We have receiving mixed messages. We have anxiety of disbelief. We have anxiety or worrying about money, not feeling worthy of receiving. We have the bad choices. We have cheated. We have afraid of upsetting others. We have fighting for the basics. We have needing more security. We have a high maintenance relationship. We have pressure in business, pressure to perform in business. So there was some type of business deal here. Which, I don't know. We have working hard to get out of a financial difficulty. We have a hardworking business owner. We have a busy routine blocking creativity. We have working a creative job. We have working hard in a leadership position. We have staying out of office politics. We have being pushed to the limit at work and holding on to the past. Now, a lot of mixed things. My attorneys were exhausted. I was exhausted. Everybody was exhausted. I only paid for parking that day and lunch. That was it. There's people that were in court that had to pay for the trial. Defense doesn't really pay for the trial. Defense doesn't pay for the trial unless the prosecution allows a countersuit, which they didn't allow me a countersuit, so whatever. And then they were kind of, on the end there. But they would have to pay for the judge's time. And if they didn't, then they wasted the judge's time without paying her, then you kind of go to prison after that. But yeah, with the entire case, it was like that. So, let's see. We have sick or poor children. We have the ideal partner. We have a soulmate. We have a creative child. We have a lover, a boyfriend, husband that takes you shopping. And that was a weird scenario with the witness and like the person that came to pay for the trial. It seemed like there was like a relationship or something, either between her and him or the cop and her, because it was like a weird thing. The way she looked, I'm not saying she's a Jamie Foxx gold digger, but she seemed that way. Okay, and that's why I couldn't place her for the life of me. She must have had like surgery or something to that effect, because like it was just a weird thing. I believe that she has dark hair, but she changed it for the trial to have red hair, so she kind of had like a Jessica Fox or Jessica Rabbit type of energy. It was weird. With me, I'm a supernova all the time because my Leo placements and my Aries placements are very prominent in my chart. Also, some of my other placements are very prominent. But I've always been like a Leo energy wrapped in like a very, very motherly type of energy. I don't know why. I don't come across as motherly, but I come off as like protective, I think. But I just find it weird, like somebody would be like that out there, and it's weird. I don't know. I just felt like she was like overcompensating for a lot of stuff she didn't know. Like she was just thinking that she could just vibe the judge or whatever, and the judge was female, so she kind of couldn't do anything about that. Having a female judge is a benefit in a lot of cases where there's like prominent female figures. Myself, my mother, and the prosecution, obviously. Um, because then feminine wiles are totally vexed out, so then it's a fair playing field. But she was really trying to work the quote unquote charm of stuff she didn't know, but it was obvious she had nothing. But yeah, it was just really sad to watch. Like it was just like I know why a lot of judges pulled out at the last minute and we got switched up with I forgot the judge's name. I think her name was Karen, if I'm not mistaken. Judge Karen. She was just a fair judge. She was delightful. But I feel like if it was a male judge, a lot of things would be pushed under the rug. I really do. I think last minute having a female judge was a benefit. Um, she was just a very fair judge. She asked a lot of questions. She just wanted to know what was going on. And I get that. Like it was just like you were caught in the weeds a lot of times where it was like a yes, no, da da da.